This is CurseCase40299 and this is a tutorial to how to use a sloop in Sea of Thieves. Alright, as you can see from the starting of this tutorial, we got here a galleon and a sloop. Now, a sloop is more for less players because it is a smaller and easier ship. Galleon is a bigger ship with more to do to drive the ship. Now, there's people that have been able to use it solo, but it's a lot of work, and not a lot of people want to go crazy about taking a galleon out solo. Or even with two players, it can get even complicated. But today, I am going to use a sloop, because this video is about how to use a sloop, a how-to video, and right there, we're going to just continue from there. And when you get on the next, when you click on sloop, there will be two other options to do. The first option on top would be small sloop crew. The second one will be sails alone. Now, for a sloop, you only can use the tops of two players, yourself and another player. Or if you want to sail alone and do voyages by yourself, you hit sail alone. So on this video, I'm going to do sail alone. Now it'll pop up as your own name with 3 other blank spots. A total of 4 players can be played in this game, but I am going solo for this video to show you how to use a sloop, and all you have to do is press A to set sail and the game will begin. Now, once the loading screen is finished, which is sometimes can be pretty long in length, you will have to go find your ship, which you will be on an outpost. Every time that you do start a game, you will be starting some random outpost that the game decides to put you in. But once you do so, you can get out and get on your ship and start right away, or find supplies that could be also on the island. Now here is your ship. This is a sloop. It's a smaller version of a galleon. I call the sloop a galley. And as you can see, there's not really much to it, the reason why it's easy to pilot this ship. Now let's head up. Now that we're up on the steering wheel, you can see what it looks like when you're using the steering wheel, or at least close by. Also on the side of the steering wheel, there is a compass, which you will be using a lot, especially if you're driving, or if you have another player driving, you can just do other things on the ship. Now behind me, there is an anchor, which you can use to stop the ship, anchor it down, or bring up the anchor to start up the ship. Now we will head downstairs. There should be 2 cannons, one on each side, that you can use during battle, or you want to help your teammate out, go up and get some skulls or skeletons. There's only 1 sail. You can walk up here to do the lookout, take a look around for ships or nearby islands or rocks nearby. You can head back down by pressing the X button, and you will slide right back down to the main floor. Now, onto the left of the ship, or your right, there should be 2 red-like barrels. Those hold the cannons. As you can see in your inventory, I have none. But once you press X button a few times to take some out of there, you will then have a few in your inventory. Now you do have a limit of how much you can hold. So whenever you're gathering supplies, do remember that you only can carry so much. You might have to go back and forth to gather more and to store some more in. But this is a very important one here. You'll definitely need to use cannons just in case to defend yourself or to fight off a ship. Or, of course, like I said, help out teammates fighting skulls. That's all the ones up here. Now let's get down below. This is the captain's quarters. Right here to our right is the desk where you can put down voyages, or you can put down multiple items, up to you what you want to use it for. But you definitely will be using voyages. Once you put down a voyage, the screen will change and it will tell you what voyage you take, and it will say how many players are in the voyage. Now that we turn around, here's one of the most important items that you'll have, especially on both ships, a map. Using the map is pretty simple and pretty straightforward. You press X or A to get into the map. You can move the map around by using the joystick. You can also use the both triggers to either zoom in or zoom out. You can also press the A button to put a circle on the map to where you think you're going to go. Once you take off, the ship actually moves just like in the map. Very useful. Now we turn around to the left, we see a weapon stash, what I call it. Here it brings up the menu of what available weapons you have, from pistols to swords to blunderbuss to a shotgun and a sniper rifle. You can also change what weapons you want to switch weapons in your inventory. You're only allowed to carry 2. You highlight the weapon that you don't currently have, and then you highlight what's in your inventory to switch over to that weapon you want. Now if you go over right beside of the weapon cache, I call it, this is what reloads your weapons, or your guns. Similar like a gun barrel, but once you click X, you have full ammo. Remember, you only have a limited amount of shots that you can take. And that's about it in Captain's Quarters. Let's head down to the bottom of the ship. On to my left, there's the brig, where you can send people that are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, or being little naughty peoples. Another most important barrel should be on to my right when I turn, and these are bananas. Just like the cannons, you start off with 0 when you start off the game. You can grab some from the barrels and they should show up. These are your health items. Of course, bananas a plague, you can use it. You only have 5 at a time. Now, the barrel to my left on the other side of the bottom of the ship is where you can refill your alcohol. Yes, this is beer. Cheap beer if you're a pirate. You can drink it to get drunk in the game, though I don't recommend it, but you can use it. We go to the right, and right in the middle of the bottom of the ship, there should be a barrel full of planks. This is what you use to patch up the ship if you grind against a ship, get blasted by cannons, or you do something terribly wrong, or you run into a rock or to an island itself. Will be a clothing chest where you have most of your clothes. Once you hop in, there should be a bunch of different types of clothes. The first part is all the clothes that you do currently have. I've been playing for a little while, so I have extras. But if you go over by pressing the upper bumper, the right and the left button, it changes out to single types of clothing. Hats, shirts, gloves, dresses, sandals, you name it. Now we continue around the barrel, and there should be a vanity chest. It's basically like facials and stuff, like beard, eye patches, hooks, wooden legs, extra stuff for your character. Again, you can also use the RB and LB button on the Xbox controller, and you can flip through the single parts. The last part should be right at the end front of the ship. At the bottom will be an open equip chest, which usually has all of your extra stuff like compass, different types of jugs that you can have to put your beer in, different types of shovels, different types of lanterns, instruments with different types of colors, gold, you name it. That's about all the items and locations on the ship. Now let's show you how to start off in the ship once you're ready to go. Now remember that the steering wheel is at completely straight, so there will be no churn, and there should be nothing in your path, so you should be able to launch right off the bat. The first thing that you're going to need to do is, of course, bring up the anchor, which takes a lot quicker on a sloop than a galleon. Once you've got that finished, you go over to the left of the ship. There should be 2 rope devices on the left-hand side, which you can use for the sail. But before you do so, look up to the sky, and you will see little lines going by in certain directions. That is the wind current that you will be watching for. And why I say that is that, depending on where the wind comes from, if it comes against you, you will have a slow journey. If the wind goes with the sails, well, you'll be going at full speed. There will be a lot of times where you have to change the directions and how far down you want for your sails. Go to the one that's closest to the back, the one with more of a circle knob to it. This turns your sail. After you turn to the direction that you want to go, and it's all clear for you, you can bring down the sail and start the ship to go. And once you take off, you can check the map to see which direction you are going and where you need to go. A cool way of looking is from the top by the steering wheel. You can actually look down without having to go downstairs to find out where you're going or where to head. It's way easier to have a second person doing this. There are also lanterns all over the sloop. You can either keep them on or keep them off. There are many different rumors about having them lit up and the canister right up to make them think that you're friendly, but not everybody knows that, and sometimes they'll still come in. Or if you don't want to be noticed as much, you can shut them off by just pressing the X or A button. It tells you, but that will definitely indicate that you're not friendly. But then again, it's not as easy to see you as the lights are on. Well, that's it for this tutorial how-to video of the Sea of Thieves Sloop edition. I will be doing one on the Galleon in a week or two. I will also be doing the Voyage playthrough, and as well as fighting techniques and whatnot in the small series I'm creating on my channel. For those that are still watching, give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. If you have any opinions of the video or care to put in some more inputs, you're welcome to do so. Have a good day, game on, and hope to see you soon. No, 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 no!